In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best small forward cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below what small forwards you guys currently running on your squad, and of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be the Galaxy Bol Big Z, who is a 7'3" small forward with a 7'6" wingspan. And I just want to quickly say before we actually get into this top 10, I would say the small forward position might be the most stacked position in the game. There's so many great cards that I even left off, this top 10, like Cedric Maxwell, Hero Kyle Kuzma, and many more great small forwards in the game. So let me know your guys' opinions on my top 10, but just want to say there's so many great small forwards and probably is the most stacked position in the game. But like I said, Big Z at number 10, a 7'3" card. He's going to play good defense, but the main thing about this card is he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. At the number 9 spot though is going to be the Dark Matter Dave Cowens. He's a 6'9" small forward, 7' wingspan. I know a lot of people don't have this card, but still wanted to include him in the top 10 because he is available from the collector level. All around, I mean, the card's got great stats and badges, including a 97 block, 94 steal, 96 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's super athletic of a card, 97 strength, 98 vertical, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. I mean, jump shot could be a little bit better, but honestly not that bad. The Jared Allen base is an okay release. I mean, it's the same release on Myteam Bol, but then he does have the Oscar upper, which is the best upper in the game on very quick timing, and he's got pretty good dribble sig. So all around, I think Dave Cowens is probably the 9th best small forward in the game. At the number 8 spot is going to be the Galaxy Thurl Bailey. I think he's super good at small forward, just like everyone in this top 10 are very elite small forwards in the game. He's 6'11" with a 7' wingspan, and the thing about Thurl Bailey is just the athleticism and defense he brings to the table. He's super quick, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. He's an athletic card, 95 vertical, 92 strength. He's a great all-around defender with a 90 in those categories, and then does have a Hall of Fame anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, menace, off-ball, pest, post, lockdown. But the best thing about Thurl Bailey is probably his defensive animations. He plays a lot like a card like Giannis, where he just gets some of the craziest defensive animations in game, whether it's a block shot, contest shot, just covering a lot of ground on the court. So I think Thurl Bailey an elite level small forward in my team. But coming in at the number 7 spot, just because of his defense, is going to be the Dark Matter Bill Russell, 6'10" at the 3, 7'4" wingspan, so great size for that small forward position. But like I said, the main thing about this card is going to be his defense with a 98 block, 95 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, 99 interior defense, has every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. I mean, that's absolutely unreal for a small forward card. And then offensively, yes, he's not going to be great. He's definitely not a good offensive card, but I also don't think he's necessarily a bad offensive card because he's still really good at finishing around the rim. He's hyper athletic. I mean, 98 strength, 98 vertical, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. They gave him a new base and a new upper, so he's actually got a pretty decent jump shot. Not the best release in the world, but it's somewhat consistent in the catch and shoot. And then he also does have very solid dribble sig, so if you need him to get a bucket, he can definitely go ahead and do so, but only going to be on your lineup to play defense, and that's what he does the best at. He's still one of the best defenders in the game, especially at the small forward position. But coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the Galaxy Bol AK-47, a small forward power forward, 6'9" with a 7' wingspan, and he gives you that defense that Bill Russell has, with a 97 block, 97 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 98 perimeter, 94 interior defense. He's got tons and tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges. He's going to give you the exact same defense or very close to a card like Bill Russell, but then offensively, AK is a much better offensive card with the better release. He's got the O'Shea base, the Miles Bridges upper. On very quick timing, I do think is a way better jump shot than what Bill Russell has, and he's also got better dribble sigs with the Trey escape, the best escape in the game. He's got the Trey size up, which is pretty good. He's got the Trey fade, which is amazing on next gen and really helpful on current gen. Pretty good defensive tendencies, maybe not as good as Bill Russell's, like his tendencies are pretty much maxed out for defense, but I think AK-47 is like 95% of what Bill Russell is on defense, but then he's so much better offensively, and that's why I do think AK is slightly better at the small forward position than a card like Bill Russell. But at my number 5 spot is going to be one of my most fun cards to use right now in the game, and that's going to be the Galaxy Opal Brian Scalabrini, a 6'9" small forward, 6'9" wingspan. But when I say this card is almost a perfect card in my team, I'm really not kidding, because first off, you look at his stats: 98 3 ball, 98 mid-range, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 98 vertical, 97 strength. I mean, other than his block and his ball handle, everything is above pretty much a 96, which is pretty much maxed out. He's got 25 total Hall of Fame badges, and then he's got 30 on gold, so a total of 55 badges. So pretty much, I wouldn't say maxed out badges wise, he's definitely not an invincible like a Tracy McGrady, the first invincible in the game, but he's pretty much maxed out stats and badges wise. You look at his tendencies, he's got a 98 on ball steal tendency, 98 contest shot, 98 block shot, pretty much maxed out defensive tendencies. Jump shot wise, he's got such an amazing jump shot with the Montrezl Harrell base and the Trae Young upper, the exact same jump shot as Jonathan Bender, but it's going to be on very quick timing. Compared to on Bender, it's only on quick, so even faster of a jump shot than what Jonathan Bender has. And then he's got the perfect dribble sigs in the game, at least in my opinion, the MJ dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Trae escape, Dame behind the back. He's got the quick drop soft one, he's got front clutches, the 2 best dunk packages in the game. Like I said, he is probably the closest, other than like the top names, which we'll talk about here in a second, he's probably the closest to a perfect small forward card you can get for under 100,000 MT, and that's why I do think he's definitely going to be in the top 5. I have him at the number 5 spot, but at the number 4 spot is going to be the Dark Matter hero Tim Thomas. Now, Tim Thomas is primarily probably going to be a shooting guard, but I wanted to include him in this top 10 because his primary position on his card is a small forward, and because he's 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan, I could see a lot of people running Tim Thomas at the 3. That's where his pink diamond card was, but just a great offensive card. I mean, pretty much maxed out offensively, such a good jump shot, perfect dribble sigs, very similar to a card like Scalabrini on the offensive end. So Tim Thomas gonna be a top 5 small forward. At the number 3 spot though is gonna be the Dark Matter out of position Kevin Garnett, just because of his size and his defense at that small forward position. 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's got a 98 block, 95 steal, 96 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's got almost every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game, only missing challenger and menace. You know, athleticism wise, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 98 vertical, 95 strength. His jump shot's actually pretty good with the LaMelo Ball base and the KG upper on very quick timing. And then he's also got some pretty good dribble sigs, but he's just a better version of Bill Russell. That's kind of the way that I do look at Dark Matter KG. At the number 2 spot is going to be the hero lock-in Dark Matter Chet, and I think number 2 and number 1 really just comes down to preference and are very, very similar small forwards, basically the exact same card. Chet though going to be a 7' small forward with a 7'6" wingspan. I mean, he's a lock-in card. He's going to have 40 Hall of Fame badges, pretty much maxed out stats. Jump shot I think could be a little bit better, but not a bad release, and then also does have very solid dribble sigs with the Steph Curry escape, the DeMar DeRozan size up, Dame behind the back, quick drops off one. Defensive tendencies are elite for the contest shot and block shot, both going to be maxed out at a 99. But at my number 1 spot, I do think is going to be the hero Dark Matter Bol Bol. Like I said though, basically the same card. Him and Chet really just comes down to preference and whose jump shot you do prefer. I will say, I do think Bol Bol moves a little bit better in game than Chet. He's got the Kyle Lowry size up, he's got the Trae escape, which I do like his sigs a little bit more than on Chet, who has the DeMar size up and the Curry size up. So I do like Bol Bol's movement a tad bit more. And jump shot wise, I think they're very similar jump shots. I actually prefer Bol Bol's a little bit. He's a little bit taller, has a little bit better of a player model. Once again, super close between the cards, but in my opinion, the best small forward in the game right now is going to be the Dark Matter hero Bol Bol. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 small forward list? And let me know what small forwards you guys are currently running on your squad. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.